Yo, Tony D back at it. Issue 11. RoboCop. Joshua Williamson. Pencils this time is Dennis Culver. This is the third penciler, which is okay. We're still good. Usually, I don't really dig that, but they do a fine job. They keep it rolling. We're picking up after the aftermath of the escalating chaos in Detroit. And when I say chaos, it has been magnificent chaos. You know, the city's on the brink of collapse. RoboCop is caught between his programming and his humanity. The antagonist, Killian, he has manipulated the system and the people, turning the city against its own protectors. And this is a boiling point issue. You know, RoboCop, he's got to confront not only Killian's insurgency, which is a bunch of dudes in prison he just let out, but he has a moral ambiguity of his own existence. And, you know, it's very introspective, and the tension is really high, you know, as Murphy faces betrayal from the police force and the mounting pressure from the public that just no longer trusts him. It's a lot even for a robot. Williamson, very great writing. He leans into noir themes, which I really enjoyed. And it's making the issue feel more like a cyberpunk detective thriller with this dystopian action comic. It's really, you're getting a lot. So the boiling point is here. So they're holding the line, and here is Killian's army. It's just a bunch of dudes he released from prison. And of course, he's manipulating them as well. Now, before we get into this issue, I'm telling you, man, it is action-packed. If you don't like action, if you have a weak heart, do not go any further, because there is nothing but excitement coming your way. And bit, there it is. So, RoboCop, he got to make an entrance. He does it out of a helicopter and smash. So this is where it gets really brutal graphically. And, you know, the art holds up with it. And I mean, it's just bam, bam. He's totally past his programming. It's almost like it's been overridden, because you can't have that programming where it's like, you know, protect everybody. It's like, who is who? You know what I mean? And that's where the moral ambiguity sets in with RoboCop. Yeah, and he just goes. I mean, it's brutal. And his partner, Kaplan, he's turned into a good character. Lewis is a detective now, and she's in the fray as well with her partner. So everyone's, they're coming together. I have a feeling this narration is getting set up for a crescendo of magnificent, glorified excitement. Here's our guy, Killian. He has also been revealed as the brother of the CEO of OCP, which it actually explained a lot. Love this cinematic paneling. Like, I love the heads up display that they show here. I don't think I've seen that. Previous issues may have touched on that, but I really noticed it here. So good job for the artist. So it's just a huge battle, and it is nuts. I totally dig this paneling and the heads up display here. Like, they do a lot of the heads up display, which is really cool. You know, he gets hit with a bazooka, and you think he's done, right? And the people are still like, we just can't trust anybody. So you get to a point. This is like a very cinematic feeling build up right here, where everyone's talking and RoboCop's getting to that point where he's like rebooting and, how about we fight some crime? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. The weak-hearted stay away from the RoboCop. And I don't know, it's like really satire, like, citizens of Detroit, the police are here to protect you. It's like, who can be protected from who at this point? But RoboCop get there. So you have a real feel-good moment you're just getting to that crescendo moment where they're going to tie it all up. Yeah, even more. Like, it's almost like a Garth Ennis book, if you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's just graphic. And it's not violence just for violence. It has a purpose here. It's showing you the point that they're at where he's just tired of it. I love how they show the expression, just with the mouth. Usually you need the eyes to really show facial expressions, but there's so much there. The artist did a really good job. So yeah, they've got explosives. Like, I mean, it ain't through, man. They're trying to blow him up. So they have him buried. Killian's brother. I mean, he looks just like the dude in the movie. Yeah. This is another one of those books where the city is actually a character itself. Yeah, he just tells them, bitches leave. So you get even more, yeah, where this guy he commands the room. Only you would bring a pin to a gunfight. They're both pretty ruthless. And our guy walks in, you're in the boardroom there where we've seen a lot happen in the movie, especially the first one. There's so many themes that go on instead of just you really get buried in all the action and violence, but there's like identity versus programming with Murphy struggling with his directives, and it's his moral compass is his programming, but the human part of him like changes it. So that compass is always fluctuating. And then you have corruption and control. That's been a huge theme as well. It critiques privatized law enforcement, and the dangers of unchecked corporate power. There's a lot here, man, that it kind of reflects current day stuff, and then Killian's manipulation of the media and public sentiment, it really mirrors real world concerns about propaganda and surveillance. RoboCop is really forced to reckon with his legacy, which is he a symbol of justice or oppression? Think on that.